GunGirl 2 is one of my favorite games. GunGirl 2 is a love letter to video games, horror movies, geeky things, and more. Besides the references to Mario, Link, Jason from Friday the 13th, Ash from the Evil Dead, and plenty more, it is the gameplay that shines the most. It's an action-adventure platformer in the same vein as Metroid and Castlevania. It's a game that requires as much skill in platforming as it does in combat. It's a game I have yet to beat. Right before I started to write this review, I just got past the second form of the final boss, and was shocked to find he had a third. Running low on ammo and health, I struggled to get his health even halfway. Let it be said, I'm not a very good player at this game, but I was good enough to get this far. Perseverance, learning patterns, and knowing what to do quickly even when panicking is what got me this far. But what kept me playing this game was its solid gameplay, blasting zombies and demons into bloody splatters with a shotgun, freezing and shattering them with an icicle gun, and cutting down a row of them with a saw gun. It's just so satisfying. You can have 6 weapons, all of which have multiple levels of strength, can be upgraded, and if collected you can get alternate fire modes. But as I said, you can have 6 weapons. I heard from a playthrough that it's possible to get through the game with just using the pistol and the shotgun, because after the pistol, you have to find the weapons and the upgrades out in the massive world. When I mean multiple levels of strength, I refer to G power. It's the pink G's you collect after you kill enemies or that you find out in the world. When they are collected, they fill a bar, which when leveled up, makes the weapons better. For example, the pistol goes from kinda being slow to a faster Glock. Then finally on the 3rd G level, you get double pistols with a high rate of fire. While the G level sounds awesome, and it is, if you get hit you will lose some G points, and if you get hit enough, your gun will be downgraded. Which sucks, especially when you need it the most. The way to compensate for this is to learn not to be as bad as me, and /or upgrade your skills with power orbs. Power orbs can be found throughout the world or can be purchased in vending machines with the ammo and health. When collected, you can use your points in several areas: health, shielding, G-power, and weapons. In total, there are 18 skills with several levels of upgrades. If you're a skilled platformer, you can find more in usually hard-to-reach places, and /or you can grind enemies for cash to just buy some from the vending machines. While exploring the different areas of the world, each area has a hell gate that when entered shows an alternative hellish version of the area they are in. These can only be entered when you have the item shown above the gate, and they will glow red when you have the item and are close. Because GunGirl 2 is a long game, about 4 to 8 hours on normal, and because you will die, there is a save system using these pink video boxes. These are also quite useful because the game takes the Metroid approach to upgrades, meaning a lot of opportunities for backtracking to get to places you couldn't before. Oh, and if you think playing a platformer to 4 to 8 hours on a keyboard is blasphemous, here's controller support and rebinding using the setup application in the GunGirl 2 folder. As for the story, the dialogue changes slightly depending on whether you're GunGirl or GunDude, but overall it's the same plot. It's your typical story of cultists summoning demons into the world, killing most of humanity in one night, and you being the only one to stop it from continuing. It's a story of hope, betrayal, and an excuse to kill tons of zombies and demons. Besides the main quest, there are several side quests that give you upgrades for completing them. And if you are challenge savvy, you can find and collect 10 cherries hidden throughout the world and get a secret after you finish the game. Accompanying the fantastic gameplay is a soundtrack I freely admit headbanging to. The composer Josh Weichel has proved himself not only in this, but also in a few other games. Quite a few of the tracks are remixes of the main theme, but they all have a unique style that fits the different areas they are placed. As for the graphics, you might not be impressed at first, but when the blood splatters and everything comes together, it works. Every enemy has a distinct look that helps you decide how to move and attack, and each world area has a distinct theme that affects how it looks and plays. Like in the Hellworld Swamp, the rain falls up, and the platforming requires a different form of thinking. GunGirl 2 is a fantastic game that I keep coming back to year after year and nearly beating. But even when it's kicking my butt, I have fun from the satisfaction of getting past hard platforming sections, blasting away hundreds of enemies, and making me feel empowered. The story might be thin, but for a game like this, it's just giving an excuse to go through this world and kill demons with an awesome soundtrack to follow it. If you have a PC and want a challenging action platforming game that celebrates gaming, go download this game now. It's free. Thanks for watching. Any feedback on this video or any of my other videos would be appreciated. If you'd like to get in contact with me, message me on YouTube or Twitter. If you want to see any of my previous work or my last reviews, click the links provided.